Good. All right. Good morning, Fort McMurray, Wood Buffalo, and the rest of the world. You've tuned in to the Mac City Morning Show. I am your host, Elliot Pierre, and as per usual, we're going to start this episode off the same way we start every episode off, with a moment of gratitude. I know you could be doing a million other things with your time, and the fact that you spend it with us truly does mean the world to me, so thank you. On that note, Tanner, hit him with the intro.
Everybody, Keith Simpson here from Toyota. Just a quick chat about the wonderful community we live in here. As you guys know, we support the Oil Barons. We've joined the drive-in movie theater. We're involved in the marathon here in Fort McMurray, and make sure we're taking care of the kids and all the local businesses, all the local charities, and all the local foundations, guys. That's what makes this community such an amazing place to live.
All right, we are back. As you can tell, we are not on the set of the Mac City Morning Show. We are on location, but I'm not going to tell you where, and I'm not going to introduce my guests because they can do a better job at that than myself. So on that note, can you please tell everybody at home who you are, what you're about, and where we are today?
My name is Kate Stuve, and I am the owner of Life Force Herbal Healing Center. And believe it or not, 35 years.
35 years.
Actually, right now.
Oh, really?
Yes, 35 years in business.
Yeah.
And we've been up here now for 23 years.
Right.
That is and the reason I can remember is because Angela was pregnant with my grandson Jared at the time.
Okay.
And she was like 8.5 months pregnant. She was up on the ladder and I was having a fit. And
right.
Anyways, he turned 23 last Sunday.
Oh, okay, there we go. And so, before, when we talked about it last time you were on the episode, you used to be downtown.
We did.
Then you moved up here. You've been up here for a very long time.
Yes.
And today we're in your store.
Yes.
And so, your store is very eclectic. There's lots that you have here.
Eclectic is the word.
That is the word. But this area in particular, what is this area of the store in regards to the products that you have?
Well, it's like gifts and things that special interest, like Harry Potter, people like that. These, they're crushed marble, kind of little statues.
Okay.
All kinds of different things. We try to find something for everyone. A lot of our clients are green witches. They come in here and they buy really cool things that we try to find for them.
Right.
And different smudges, and we try to find something for everyone because the world right now needs immense help. And as we were talking about earlier, we're trying to make our store into a place, it is a place, we're not trying. It's a place where people can come and find a little bit of peace. Because, as Ramdas said, we were speaking of earlier, our primary responsibility on earth is to love. And it takes a lot of work these days to love.
Yeah. That's true.
Well, because the media is trying to create havoc among us, and there's no truth anymore. There's no love. There's an agenda.
Right.
And so people who tend to watch like the news and things like that, they become frightened because that's their job, is to scare the heck out of us. And
right.
So I try to help people that come in, because a lot of times people that have been, this is a hot topic kind of, but I mean, we have to be realistic. A lot of times people that are vaccinated, they do it for whatever reason in their mind, but they should be able to. It's their freedom, but we have so many vaccine accidents. I can't even begin to tell you, and I don't really want to talk about it much.
Right.
But one of the things that I ask people, I don't want to intrude on their privacy, but I do ask people if they've had the vaccine, because sometimes they have lung problems, they have heart problems, they have lots of shingles we see. So I just try to give them some apopectin or nattokinase, something to help with the side effects
Yeah,
of it, and
works
there
in
are
conjunction
side
with it.
effects. So,
That's right.
and not for everyone, but for many people, and no one talks about it. You can't say a word because you don't want to offend anyone.
That's right.
But I'm old. I don't mind if I offend people. I want people to, I want to love.
That's
and I
right.
want to help.
That's right.
But sometimes truth, and
That's right.
it's my truth.
That's
But
right.
I get to say it, and you can choose whether or not you listen. Doesn't matter.
That's exactly it.
But I do want to help people, and
Yeah.
sometimes even telling somebody a little bit about some simple meditation,
That's right.
or taking something for stress.
Yeah, or some
There's-
green tea with mantra in it.
Yeah.
There you go. So,
Well, because it can level you out.
That's
We need
right.
things to call our energy back. Our energies are spread all over the place right now.
That's right.
So bring them back.
yeah, that's right.
Love yourself.
There you go. So I was talking to you before we came on a topic that we were talking about to promote health and everything, and I
Yeah.
said, well, I don't know, you're asking topics what we're going to speak about, and I said, well, it's not cold and flu season, so, and then you're like, actually it is.
Yeah.
So can we talk about that? Because I was shocked to hear that, and you, yeah. So
Well, I'm not sure exactly why, but
Right.
there's so much sickness right now.
That's right, there is.
There's all kinds. There's a stomach flu.
Right.
There's lots of COVID, but it's no longer COVID-19.
That's right.
It's a different kind
strains.
altogether.
That's right.
And we have to come to terms with the fact that it's a flu.
That's right.
We had it in 2008, and we will have it in 2028.
That's right.
So then, because of all the fear,
Yeah.
people need to relax.
Right.
And they need to take things to build up their immune system.
Okay.
Not just vitamin D and vitamin E and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
They need to have some plant sterols to help strengthen their immune systems.
Okay.
Because a lot of people are immunocompromised or they're autoimmune.
Right.
So they have to be careful what they take.
That's right,
So
that's right.
we have a product called Immuno Care.
Right.
And I sell quite a lot of it because
Yeah.
it does make a difference
Yeah.
for people.
Yeah.
So, and I don't really want to promote a lot of things, but
Yeah.
that works.
That
So
works.
we have to,
There's
yeah.
There's another thing I take actually from you guys, and I'll promote it because I think it's amazing. It's Super Astragalus.
Yes. It's very good for your, actually I remember when you came in.
Yup.
And how that
I still
all
take
worked.
I take one every single day, and
Yeah.
if I am feeling like I'm gonna potentially get sick, I just take more.
Yeah.
And can you tell them, please, people at home, about Super Astragalus, because this is something that it's been a game changer for me.
Well, it kind of works the same as plant sterols, really.
Right.
It's an adaptogen for your immune system, so Astragalus actually can help with your stress levels and things like that. And I've used it for many years.
Right.
It's an old-fashioned remedy,
Yeah.
and I tend to stick with older-fashioned remedies rather than the designer stuff, because honestly, sometimes it just becomes a bit much.
That's right. Cool. Okay.
So, and I can't stress
Yeah.
how important nattokinase is. People's hearts, like we have many different kinds of things, but nattokinase, serrapeptase, lots of enzymes to take the protein spikes out of our bodies.
Right.
And also apopectin. Apopectin helps to get that protein spike because it's hurting a lot of people.
Right,
So you
that's
take
right.
these things and you have to know what you're doing, because
That's
you can't just take stuff willy-nilly and think it's going to work. You have to understand.
That's right.
We were talking about
That's
that
right.
earlier.
That's right. That's right.
Like, I'm taking this because it does such and such for me.
That's right.
So
That's
that's what I
There we go.
do.
Cool. Well, listen, Kate, we have a segment of the show called the Mac City Minute where Tanner asks questions, as you know.
Okay.
He's got some questions lined up for you. I wish you nothing but the best of luck. Tanner,
Well,
hit her with
thank
the
you.
Mac City Minute.
All right, 2 questions today. The first one, what is the longest continuous product you've stocked in your store?
Actually, I do have an answer for that.
Nice.
It's called Vital Greens. It's one of the first products that we ever carried in our store. It's made by a company called NACA, and it's just a complete bunch of greens.
Yeah.
And if I recall, it was the first supplement that we had, and we still sell it today. and it's called Vital Greens, and I still sell lots of it.
Here we go.
And your final question, what is one product you have that has changed your life the most?
Well, that is a question, because there have been several, but actually I think probably, I think my the immune system product, but I think, okay, it's actually right now, it's called Cola and NAD. It's for your brain, it's for your memory, and it kind of is for longevity.
Yes.
And that's the one that I believe has helped me the most. Especially, I had a really bad flu, and after I had it, my brain felt stuck. Like, I couldn't articulate things.
Yeah.
I couldn't. It was actually scary, because we're conditioned to think at a certain age we could become, like, have dementia or different things.
That's right.
And so I was actually talking to a doctor on the on the phone, and I was saying, Lucian, I said, I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't think. And he said, Kate, take Cola. And it within, I think, 5 days, it made a huge difference.
That's right.
So if you need help, just come and see us, because all the girls here are pretty well educated and they know their things. And when you give somebody something, I know this is going to work for you. I put my healing energy into it.
That's right.
And that's a fact.
There you go. Yeah. Speaking of that, there's a book by David St. Clair called Lifespan, where he talks about NAD. He's a Harvard doctor.
Okay.
And he's actually trying to get aging, listed as a disease.
Oh.
Because if you cure aging, you cure all these different diseases.
Well, I think Dave Asprey is doing that too.
Okay.
It's like, I can't even really remember the name of it, but it's become a way of life.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to live
Longer.
long.
And
I
healthier.
have no idea why.
Yeah, exactly. So, Kate, before I cut you loose today, myself and Tanner were looking at stuff you have on the shelf over there. See those little, those things with smashers. What are those?
Oh, those are like actually singing bowls. Those are.
Singing bowls?
They're.
That's not what we thought they were.
No.
Okay.
You thought they were mortar and pestle.
We
That's
thought
what
you
you
were.
think. But we have them made with. We have really nice ones. That one of them that I like is made out of Himalayan salt.
Okay.
So it's a mortar and pestle. It's for making herbs. And when you're doing it, you're supposed to put love in there and all the rest of it.
Okay, cool. So singing bowls, there you go. All right, Kate, we're at the end of the show, but before we cut anybody loose, everybody gets a shameless shout out or plug. So you have the mic, the camera, the lights. Have fun.
Well, what can I say?
Say anything you want.
I just want people to know that we here at Life Force are going to we're planning an expansion.
Oh.
We're going to make the store bigger, because we're so very crowded in here. I think some people, when they come in, they're like, they're scared. They're scared they're going to knock something off. So we are expanding, and we're also going to have probably a massage therapist here and someone that can do acupuncture. We're making part of it into a clinic.
That's awesome.
Yes.
That's a big.
It is.
I'll ask you off camera when that's all happening, but that's awesome.
Okay, well,
Congratulations.
we're starting now, like next week.
Whoa, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I'm quite excited.
I'm excited too.
Okay.
All right, well, Kate, thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Definitely appreciate
Thanks
it.
for coming to our store.
You are more than welcome.
And I always love you.
Yeah, I love you too. Everybody at home, I hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much for tuning in. Big shout out to our title sponsor, Noral Toyota, for your ongoing support as well. I hope everybody at home is having a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
What a deadly old way to end another morning show. Later, boss.
It's so ballistic!
Talk about quenching your ugly thirst.